Neil freaking Gaiman. Good morning everyone, Persephone Jane here, and you are watching Persephone Jane's channel. Did you hear that really loud bird? Like some kind of crow is squawking in my yard. Anyway, today I am here to pass along to you some brilliant advice that I got. I recently signed up for the masterclass program because Neil Gaiman has a masterclass in writing, and so of course I wanted to do that. There's been quite a few other ones that are amazing as well. However, today we're talking about a little piece of advice that I got in Neil Gaiman's masterclass. I won't lie, when he said this, I literally scoffed because I thought there's no way that that can be wholly accurate. Like, it can't be accurate all the time. It's like, okay, I'll keep it in mind, and if it applies sometimes, then cool. He said that if you have a problem in your story, in your narrative, in your fiction, anywhere, the problem is actually earlier. After taking the class and going to critique with my critique partners, I started to realize that every time we got stuck on something, be like, well, this doesn't make sense right here. And we would talk about like why it didn't make sense, and we would reread, entire paragraphs. We'd reread 3 paragraphs to kind of see like, what am I missing? And I'm not even kidding, every single time we had to stop for a problem, it was at least 1 or more paragraphs earlier that we actually solved the problem. Every time. When I sit down to my own editing, no matter what story I'm writing, no matter what, even emails at this point, like, it's annoying how frequently this is accurate. When I hit a problem where something doesn't make sense, or I don't understand it, or I just don't like the way that it looks or the way that it sounds, I always end up changing something before it to fix it. Always. Like, it's like 100% accurate at this point. And it's been a good 2 months since I got that piece of advice. In that 2 months, everything that we have discussed as a critique group and that I have done in my own personal writing has come down to that piece of advice. If you have a problem in your story, the actual problem is earlier in your story. So I challenge you to look at the problem spots in your manuscript and see if you can go back earlier to find out where the problem actually is so that you can fix it faster. Because once I realized this was true so frequently, now I'm fixing stuff like crazy because I know where to go to look for it. And now you do too. See you next time. Thanks, Neil Gaiman.